take a moment to settle in. Roll your shoulders in and up. Roll your shoulders back and down. Good. Roll your shoulders in and up. Roll your shoulders back and down. And then just rest your palms facing up. Lift and lengthen the top of your head towards the sky. And pull your shoulder blades down your back. Nice. And then take a deep, long inhale. And as you exhale, stick out your tongue, lion's breath. Really opening your throat, opening your jaw. Good. Inhale. Stick out your tongue, lion's breath. One more time. Inhale. Stick out your tongue, lion's breath. And then seal your lips. Soften your gaze or close your eyes. And feel your breath as it's coming, as if it's coming in through your throat and out through your throat. In through your throat and out through your throat. And imagine that you're clearing the clutter of things that you need to say, or clearing the clutter of things that you need to hear. So on the inhale, focus on your breath coming in. On the exhale, hear your breath coming out. On the inhale, focus on your breath coming in. On the exhale, focus on the sound of your breath coming out. And then one more time, inhale, clearing up that clutter, clearing up that energy. And then exhale, listening to the sound as if it's an ocean wave. Nice. And then from here, let's take your right arm in front of you. Bring it across. Left arm under. Nice. And then lift and lengthen your spine. Tuck your chin. And bring your left ear to your left shoulder. Good. Then tuck your chin down towards your chest. Bring your right ear to your right shoulder. Good. And then come on back. Good. One more time. Left ear, left shoulder. Good. Chin to chest. Right ear, right shoulder. Come on back. Nice. And then sweep your arms up. Exhale, pull the air down. Nice. And then take your right hand off to the side. Turn your left palm open. And then press into that right hand, lengthen through your head, neck, and shoulders, and sweep that arm up. Gaze at your left hand. Good. And then turn your hand back around. Exhale like you're swimming with one arm. Look at your right hand. Good. And then inhale, gaze at your left hand. Good. And then exhale, turn that hand, pressing through the water, gaze at your right hand. Nice. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, pull yourself all the way up, reaching through your fingers. Good. And then twist over to the left. Bring your right hand on your left knee, your left fingertips behind you, and then lift your chest. Sorry, Mary. So just twist, then bring your front hand, yes. And then pull your shoulder blades down your back. If you're confused, it's me. That's the official rule. Good. Inhale up into your heart, up into your throat. Exhale, hear the breath coming out. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Lift your arms, come back to center. Take your hands on your knees. And then let's take some nice hip circles. So come over to the right. Come forward to your front knee. Come through to your left knee. And back. So this just feels good. And then over your right hip. Forward to your right knee. Over to your left knee, and back. Nice. And then just switch the cross of your legs. Lift and lengthen. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. Good. So bring that left arm forward. Like, nice to meet you. Bring it across. Right arm under. Good. And then lift your head, neck, and shoulders. Bring your left ear to your left shoulder. Tuck your chin. Nice. Gaze down at the floor. Nice. And then tuck your chin to your chest. And then bring your right ear to your right shoulder. Good. And then I don't like to bring my head back, so you can bring it back or back forward. Chin to chest. Good. Left ear to left shoulder. Lift and lengthen. Notice your posture. Good. And then press your arms out. Lift and lengthen your spine. And then bring your left hand to the side. Reach that right arm up. Look at your right hand as it comes over your head. And then spin your hand. Press it away and look at your left hand. So feeling the stretch in your neck and your throat. Good. Inhale, look at your right hand. Exhale, look at your left hand. One more time. Inhale, look at your right hand. Exhale, pull your left hand through. Come all the way up to center. Good. And then twist your chest towards your right knee. Good. Bring your left hand on your right knee. Right hand behind you. I think you're going the same direction, Mary, but I'm not sure. Good. Lift and lengthen. Pull your shoulder blades down your back. Good. Naomi, bring your head in line with your shoulders. So bring your head back. So your head's like this. Pull it back. Yeah. Yes. Nice. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And then bring your hands back to your knees. Let's circle to the left. So towards your left hip, towards your left knee, forward, towards your right knee, and back. Good. Left hip, left knee, forward, and back. Nice. Good. And then from here, let's make our way onto our hands and knees. You can use a blanket or not. And we're going to come into puppy pose. So take your hands as wide as the mat. Walk your knees back. Good. Yes. And then pull your chest towards the mat. You can have your chin on the mat if you want to focus on your throat, or your forehead on the mat if you want to focus on your mind's eye. Good. And then inhale, press into your fingertips, lift your hands. Exhale, let your hands come back to the mat. Inhale, press into your fingertips, lift your hands. Exhale, bring your hands to the mat. Nice. And then inhale, lift. Walk both of your hands over to the left. I'm going to put my right thumb on top of my left and then pull that right hip away. Press into your hands and feel that stretch on the right side of your body. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Walk your hands back to center. And then over to the right. So left thumb on top of right. Press your hands and then pull your hips away. Get those obliques. So you're pulling, you're getting a stretch in that left side lat, that left outer hip. Focus on your breath. Forehead to the mat, forehead to a block, chin to the mat. Nice. And then come back onto your elbows. Good. And then lift your hips into dolphin pose. And if for any reason that's not good for you, do a down dog. So take that long dolphin. So let me see what that looks like, Debbie. That's perfect. Bend your knees a little bit. Yes. Good. And then come all the way down onto your belly. And then onto your forearms for Sphinx pose. Deb, was that okay? All right, she can't hear me. All right, press in your elbows, press in your hands, squeeze your pelvic floor. That protects my low back. And then press down and lift your chest for our back bend, right? Maybe gaze up. And then either stay here or walk your hands a little bit farther forward. I'm staying low. You can try it, or you can go back to what we were just doing. This is a personal preference. Nice. Good. And then bring your elbows on back. Nice. And then let's come into puppy pose again, or you can take child's pose if that feels better. Hear your breath coming in, hear your breath coming out, and just surrender to the quiet. Nice. And then from here, come forward, take dolphin or down dog, whatever feels better to you. Whatever you need. So whatever you want, Deb. If you liked that dolphin, take it. If you'd rather do down dog, do down dog. Nice. And then listen to your body. So lift your heels, press up your hands. Good. And then bend your right knee, straighten your left. Bend your left knee, straighten your right. Good. Bend your right knee, straighten your left. Bend your left knee, straighten your right. Nice. And then from here, you can hang out, you can rest, you can do a plank down dog. I'm not doing that, but if you need to do that, Naomi, you can do a flow if you want to. I'm hanging in down dog. Good. And then come down onto your knees, bring your right foot forward into a lunge. So I'm going to use my blocks because I have them. And I want you to start with the shorter stance if you have a tricky left hip. And if you don't, walk that foot a little bit farther forward. So we're going for like the yin, more of the opening. Nice. So you can just come onto your fingertips, Mary, you're okay. You can take your hand on your knee. Do whatever feels better in your body. Nice. So in this yin practice, we do the opposite of what Jason does. We go for more of a lengthening, opening. So we're trying to open the fascia. Good. And then straighten that front leg, hamstrings, and bend. Pull back, open your hamstrings. Yep. And bend. Open your hamstrings. And then come onto your knees. And then rest or down dog, plank, down dog, whatever you want. And then we're going to switch sides. So just whatever you need. So if you worked out already, then rest. If you need a little bit more, then do a little bit more. Nice. Yeah, good, Naomi. Good. And then we'll meet back onto our knees and bring your left foot forward. So maybe your hands are on your thigh. That's fine. Maybe you're in this shortened stance, pressing into your feet. Maybe your back toe is pressed into the mat. Maybe your back toe is under. Or maybe you want to open a little bit more. So hang out for a moment, squeeze your legs towards each other and down into the mat. Good. And then exhale. Inhale. So you can use the blocks, you can not use the blocks. I'm trying to just include everybody. Exhale. Inhale. So if you have low back stuff, it's kind of nicer to be more upright. If not, you can have your fingers on blocks or on the mat. Good. And just feel that flossing in your hips and your hamstrings. Nice. And then down dog, take a flow or take a rest, whatever you need. I'm going to hang out in down dog for a moment. Nice. And then bend your knees. Walk to the front of the mat. Good. And then hands on your knees. Let's bend and straighten. So either you're here if you have low back issues, or your fingers are on the ground, just bend and straighten. Get those hamstrings. Bend and straighten. Good. Bend and straighten. See if you can pull in your belly, bring your chest to your legs. And then grab opposite elbows, like gravity, do the work. Maybe go from side to side. Nice. And then pressing your feet, sweep your arms up. Pressing your feet, reach to your fingers. Good, bring your hands to your heart. Nice, let's do a half salutation so we focus just on our breath. So press down into your feet, squeeze the sides of your hips. Nice, and then inhale, arms up. Reach through your fingers. Exhale, fold or flat back, whatever feels better to you. Inhale, flat back, lift and lengthen, head in line with your shoulders. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press into your feet, reach to your arms. Exhale, hands to your heart. Nice, we're gonna add some lunges. So press into your feet, reach your arms up, inhale, pull through your belly. Good, and then exhale, flat back or fold. Take your time, focus on the exhale. Good, inhale, flat back. And then exhale, chair prayer. So drop your booty, squeeze your palms together, lift your chest. Good, shift into that left foot, lift that right heel. And then lift and lower, practicing your balance. Lift and lower, and then lift and step back. Nice, Mary. Good, and then straighten both your legs, squeeze your hips together. Pull that left hip back, right hip forward, bend your front knee. Good. And then let's interlace our thumbs, roll your shoulders in, back, and down, open those shoulders. Nice. And then come to humble warrior, either in flat back or bringing your chest through. Put more weight in that front foot, Naomi. Nice. Good. Inhale, come on up. Good. Straighten that left leg, squeeze your hips. And then slide your left hand down your shin, stretching that left hamstring. Good. Check on your foot. Big toe, pinky toe, heel, all equally pressed into the mat. You can be as low as it's appropriate for you. Nice. Inhale, come on up. Let's set ourselves up for success. So bring that foot in a little bit. Good. Either press in your hands in your belly or hands out to the side. Find your focus. Lean forward and let that right foot come up. And then step your right foot to your left. Nice. Mary's already in warrior 3. Good, and then take a fold. You can go through warrior 3. Good, and then sweep your arms up. Reach through your fingers. Hands to your heart. Nice. And then inhale, arms up. Reach through your fingers, pull in your belly. Good. Exhale, fold. See if you can pull in your belly, take your feet a little bit wider. Bring the top of your head towards the floor. Look at those hamstrings, Mary. And then inhale, flat back. Exhale, chair prayer. Press your hands together. Find your focus. Nice. Get a little lower, Deb Rasher. Yeah. Shift your weight to your right foot. And then lift and lower that left leg. As a practice, yes. And then step that left foot back with control. Nice. And then straighten both your legs, squeeze your hips. Pull that right hip back, that left hip forward. Bend your front knee, hook your thumbs, roll the shoulders back and down, pull those arms away, pull in your belly. Good, and then either come to flat back or fold. Nice. Notice your feet. I was starting to scrunch up my back toes. So notice your feet. Try and have equal weight in all your toes. Good. Inhale, come on up. And then straighten that front leg. Squeeze your hips together. Make your way down your leg to the level that's appropriate for you. So if you have super open hamstrings, your fingers are on the ground. So Naomi and Mary are going to be there. Me and Deb are going to be up a little higher. It doesn't make us better or worse yogis. Just that part of our body's tighter. Nice. And then check in that right foot. Big toe, pinky toe, heel. Make sure that's not rotating out or in. Mine is. Nice. Inhale, come on up. Mary, if you want to go through warrior three, go through warrior three. Good. Shift. Flip forward. And lift that back leg. See if you can throw in a warrior three there. Yes. And then step your left foot to your right. Wow, that was awesome. Nice. And then let's come into chair. Come onto your right toes. And lift that right leg up and over your left and sit down into eagle. Good. Mary, you add your arms. Ladies, you can stay here. You can go here. You can go here. Nice. Look at that. Exhale, release. Just come onto your right toe. Good. And then lean forward, pull in your belly. Send that right leg back. And then come back to crescent lunge again. That was awesome. Good. Squeeze your hips. Nice. Bend that left leg. Let's stretch that hamstring again. Good. And then check out your toes. Big toe, pinky toe, heel. And then bend that front knee. We're going to go back through warrior three again. So bring that back foot in a little bit so you set yourself up for success. Just be on the top of those toes. Perfect, Deb. Pull in your belly, find your focus, and then lean forward. That right leg's just going to come up and come into warrior three. It doesn't have to go high. Yes. Yes. And then step your right foot next to your left. That was awesome. And then I'm going to take my right leg over my left, stick your butt out and take that nice outer hip stretch. Nice. So you can have your feet parallel. You can have your right leg in front of your left. That was really good. Come back to center. So we kind of just did an advanced thing, but we went slow. So I'm really proud of you ladies. All right. And then come back to chair. Mary's like, I like this pose. Can we just stay here? Good. So come back to chair. See if you can lift your chest, get nice and low. Good. And then from here, I want you to come on to your left toe. Bend that right knee. Get low. And then lift up and over. Sit down into that chair. Yes. Now you can stay here with your hands. You can take your hands out. You can take your right arm underneath your left. Yes. And then exhale, release. Take your toe to the mat. Bend that front knee. Lean forward and send that left leg back. And then step into crescent lunge. Nice. Straighten both your legs, squeeze those hips. And then slide down that right leg, whatever level is appropriate for your low back. Nice, equal weight in your toes. Nice. And then inhale, come on up. Bend that front knee. Hands to prayer for more advanced. Or hands out to the side. Shift forward and let that left leg come up. And then just come into warrior three. Squeeze your left body, your left booty. Nice. And then bring that left leg forward. Step your left leg in front of your right. That was so good. And then stick your butt out like a na-na-na-na boogie and fold. Nice. That was so, so good. All right, inhale, come on up. I need a sip of water. I'm pretty excited. That was a lot harder than I was planning on doing. That was so good. Okay. Let's take our feet wide. And parallel. So I want your toes both to be facing the long edge of the mat. Yep, good. And I want your feet in line with the short edge of the mat. And then let's just do some skandasana. So you're either your feet are flat like this, or if you're more open, you can lift your heels. So listen to your body, right? So if you have open hamstrings, Mary, you can lift those toes. Or if not, just keep them flat like this. Yes, good. Nice. Hopefully this feels good. Nice. And then press your booty back. Bring your fingers to the mat. And then keep your right hand on the mat or on a block. Take your left hand on your low back. And just twist your upper chest, not your hips. Your hips are still facing the floor. Good. So you can stay there. Or bend your left knee, grab it with your right hand and twist deeper. Send that left arm up. Nice. Come back to center, both fingers on the floor. Good. And then keep your left fingers on the floor, right hands on your low back, and just twist your upper body. So your hips are facing the floor. Yes. And then you can stay here. Or I think I would bend your left knee and grab your right hamstring and twist deeper. You can keep your right hand on your hip. You can send that right arm up. I like it on my hip. Nice. Good. And then inhale, come back up. Beautiful. And then one more time, you can do these. Skandasana, you can come forward and bend and straighten. See what your body needs. Nice. And then turn your right heel out. Take your right heel in line with the center of your back foot. And then bend that front knee. So press into your feet, squeeze your pelvic floor towards your low back. Nice. And then let's take your fingers up to your chest, lift and lengthen, come out into warrior two, and then gaze at your right fingers. Good. And then inhale, lift and lengthen, arms up, legs straight. And then exhale. Good. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Nice. Exhale. Nice. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Good. And then from here, take your left hand behind your low back, press it into your low back. Take your right hand and slide it down the back of your right leg. Good. Let your chest roll open towards the sky. And then down towards the floor. Open towards the sky. So Deb Rasher, don't go as low. Come a little higher. Come a little higher up on your shin. Yeah, so that your head is back in line with your shoulder. Yeah. And then roll forward. Roll open. Nice. And then from here, let's shorten our stance. Take your left hand on your hip. If you're using a block, grab a block. Shift your weight so that your fingers are on the block or on the ground, just in front of your right toe. A few inches in front, and then a little over to the right. And then same thing, shift so you're just on that left toe. Your right knee is bent, and send that left leg up, kicking into your heel. Yes, press into that back foot. And then if you feel stable, bring that left arm up. Nice. Exhale, come back down. Good. And then turn the other way. Good. So left heel is parallel to the mat. Check out your foot. Check out the mat. Right heel is parallel to the back of the mat. Good. And then bend that front knee, press into your feet. Take your hands into, I call these Shiva warrior setup, and then take your arms out to the side and just breathe and feel strong and feel powerful. Good, engage that back leg. Nice. And then inhale, lift towards the sky. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift towards the sky. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift towards the sky. Good. And then take that right elbow, thumb facing down into your low back. Press it into your low back so that you lengthen. And then slide your left hand. So Deb, you and I will just go to our shin so that your head comes back in line with your shoulder, and take your hand on the back of your leg. Good. Nice. And then Marion, yes. And Naomi, you guys are lower. Good. And then drop your shoulder down towards the floor and then rotate it open. Down towards the floor. Rotate it open. Down towards the floor, and then shorten your stance. Take your left hand about 6 inches in front of your left foot, and then a little to the left, maybe 10 inches, depending on you. Right hand, I'm going to take it on my hip. Good, shift so you're just on your toes. Yeah, and then flex and point that foot, Mary. Flex it or point it. Either point it or flex it, or yes. Nice, Deb. Nice, Naomi. You can add your arm if you're good. Wow. And then exhale, come on down. Okay, Naomi, do you want to go upside down? So we're going to do a forward fold, and Naomi is going to take her headstand if she wants to. So take your feet wide. Actually, let's stay here for a minute. Take your hands to the back of your head. Press your elbows in. Good, and then press up so that your elbows would be on the floor. So maybe you're at an angle. Yes, Mary, maybe you're at an angle. So down and then press. Down and then press. Down and then press. And then let's take this upside down. So maybe you're on a block. If your elbows make it to the ground, press in your elbows and then relax your head. Press in your elbows and then relax your head. Nice. And then if you want to go upside down, then take your head in between your fingers. Take your time. Take your time. Nice, Naomi. Yep, yep. All right, come on down, Naomi. We'll come into it the other way. That works better for you. All right, let's make our way down to the floor. If you're super tight, sit on a block. Otherwise, just take your legs like this and go around in a circle. Right? So like you're making witch's brew. Nice. Just, oh, really feel that nice opening in your hamstrings. Good. Nice. And then take both hands on either side of your right leg and bounce a little. So this is not really yoga now. We're doing my other class, but it's kind of yoga. So it's a little bit more gymnastics. So bounce a little bit and then come on up, switch sides. Nice. So it's more like dynamic movement. Good. Nice. All right, and then from here, you're gonna walk your hands forward, press and bend your legs and straighten. Bend your legs and straighten. See how far you can come forward, whatever that is for you. Nice, and then inhale, come all the way up. Okay. And then let's try going upside down one more time. So come onto your knees, take your hands behind your head so that your elbows would hit the ground before you. Good. And then inhale, press into your belly as you press your shoulders, your elbows up. Exhale, release. Press into those elbows. Good, press and release. Good. Now let's just take this on our knees to start with, okay? So come onto the ground. You can tuck that bottom finger under or not. And then just come onto the top of your head, that spot that you're not supposed to touch on a baby. Press your elbows into the ground and then just press in your elbows, lift your shoulders and then release. Lift your shoulders and then release. So stay with this or come on up into dolphin, say, or just with your toes down. So just come here. Press into those elbows so there's hardly any weight into your head. And then if you want a little bit more, you can bring your knees in. Nice, Naomi. Take your time. Take your time. Perfect. Nice, Mary. Perfect. That's a perfect start. Just coming. See what Mary's doing? Just pressing up onto her heels and come on, bend. Yeah, nice. Good. And then take a child's pose. Good job. I don't know what kind of yin class that was. That was a little bit more than a yin. Nice. So you can take a child's pose or you can take a rabbit's pose where you're on your knees. You bring your hands behind you and you come to the top of your head. So that's like a headstand with no weight on your head. Good. And then come all the way back down. Nice. Good. And then from here, let's do a little bit more hips. So from here, let's bring your right foot forward. Come on to your hands on your thigh. If you need to, roll that mat under your left knee or put a blanket there. And then bend, take that left foot, tuck it under, or bend your knee and grab your foot with your hand. So whatever is appropriate for you. So you don't have to reach it. You just tuck your toe under, Deb. That's too deep for you. So you just tuck your toe under, or you can bend your knee. You'll get a little stretch in that left quad. Oh, you got it. Nice. And then left hand down, right hand on your right knee. Press into that right foot, press into that left hand. Good. And then you can lift that back knee or keep it down and then spin that right arm up. So get a nice twist in. Good. Press through your feet, reach through that hand. Nice. Exhale, come on down. Slide that right leg a little bit farther forward. Good. Pull your heel back and then exhale, release. Pull your heel back and then exhale, release. Nice. Go, Mary. Nice. Look at you, Deborah. So that's open. Nice. And then come on back. Good. Take a down dog just to stretch it out. Nice. And then bring your left foot forward. Good. So maybe just tuck that back toe under, press in that left foot, press in your right toes, you'll get a stretch in that quad. Or maybe bend that back leg, you don't have to reach it, or reach back and grab it. So you can grab it with your same hand if that's more accessible, or your opposite hand. Yep, you can hold the microwave, it's totally an option. Nice. And then exhale, release. Good. Bring your right hand down, take your left hand on the outside of your left knee, hug them both in. Good. And then keep this knee down or lift it. Spin that left arm open. So getting a nice twist, reaching through your left fingers, pressing through your right fingers. Nice. Exhale, come on down. Good. Send that left leg forward, however that goes, right? Use the blocks. Good. Pull that hip back and then let it go. Pull that hip back and then let it go. Nice. Wow, look at that. Nice. Take one more round of breath here. Woo! Pull it on in. Nice. And then let's come on to your knees. If that hurts your knees, Naomi, then just go into the back bend or go onto your belly. So you can go onto your belly and grab your feet, or you can come onto your knees. Good. So let's tuck your toes under, squeeze your booty, and then roll your shoulders in and up, back and down. Pull your heart through. In and up, back and down, and then grab the sides of your hips, pull your elbows towards each other. Now pull those elbows towards each other, very good. And then just weeble back and forth. And back, lifting your heart, and forth. And then back, grab your right heel, maybe send that left arm up, or keep both hands on your low back. Nice. If both hands are on your heels, you can come on up. Everyone can come on up. Good. And then reach that right arm up. Squeeze your booty. Lift your heart. Send that left arm back. Or you can grab both heels. Lift your chest. Nice. Yes. Good. Good job. And then exhale, release. Good. Come down onto your knees. And then from here, let's make your way onto your belly. Take that left arm across. So you're pressing in your left fingers, your left forearm, bend that right foot, grab your right foot. See if you can grab in between your pinky toe, pull your foot into your hand into your foot. Nice. Exhale, release. Press in that right elbow, bring it at an angle, lift your chest, bend that left leg. Good. Press that left foot into your left hand. And then see if you can press your foot into your hand into your foot. Get that nice quad stretch. Nice. And then exhale. Good. And then we're going to do some hip circles to pigeon pose. So let's just take some nice hip circles around. Just move really fluidly. Add your chest and your shoulders. Go the other way. Nice. And then bring your right knee to your right wrist and that left leg back, or come into 90-90 or go back onto your back if that's better for your knees. Nice. Good. And then from here, let's melt forward. You can stack your fists. You can put your head on a block. Just be still and feel your breath coming in and your breath coming out. You want to add any props underneath your hip, you can do that or not. Just feel the fascia in your hip slowly releasing. Feel the sensations in your body. Nice. And then come on to your hands, walk your hands up, and then lift up onto that back knee so that you're squeezing your booty. If you want, bend that back leg, grab your foot. If not, don't bother. So if you're 90-90, Mary, what I do is I just bend it like this. I think this is a made-up pose, but it works. Nice. And then come back, take some hip circles or windmill your legs from side to side and switch sides. Nice. So either 90-90 or pigeon. Good, so rotate forward. Or come into pigeon pose and just settle in. Feel that nice release in your hips. Press in your elbows, squeeze your legs towards each other, and then let everything go. And just feel as you're still and you breathe that your muscles slowly release. Feel your breath coming in and your breath coming out. Good. And then inhale, come on up. Let's just do that 90-90 legs and grab that right foot, get a little stretch. Or if you want to do mermaid, go for it, Naomi. If this is your better side. Nice. All right, and then swing that leg around. I want to do a fish pose. So if you have a blanket, just roll it over. You can also just take your mat and roll it up if you want, Mary. Yeah, oh, perfect. So just take your blanket. I have it in half, and then I'm just going to fold it in half again. And then I'm going to just roll it over like 2 times. So you might have to play with it. Yeah, you don't want to go too high, Deb. And then you're going to put the blanket right underneath your bra line and take your arms out into gold pose. So it's going to go right at your bra line, and then you're going to open up your arms and see if that's too high or too low for you. So you have to check with your body dimensions. And then you can have your feet wide with your knees in. You can have the soles of your feet together, knees out, or I'm just going to take my legs straight because my body's tired of doing positions today. And so your head is slightly back, you're breathing into your throat again. And this is fish pose. So let's come back to that space of breathing into your throat. And then listening to the sound as you exhale. And maybe think of the color indigo blue. Filling up through your throat, clearing out any other junk. So clearing on the inhale. And then listening on the exhale. Clearing on the inhale. Listening on the exhale. And then bring to mind the words I speak on the inhale. My truth on the exhale. I speak my truth. And then let's do I hear. I hear on the inhale. The truth on the exhale. I hear on the inhale. The truth on the exhale. And then either stay in this position or remove the blanket and come into full Shavasana. And just focus on a point of your breath. Breath coming in and breath coming out. You could focus on your nostrils. You could focus on your chest, or you can focus on your low belly. And then imagine your whole body breathing in and your whole body breathing out. Whole body breathing in. Whole body breathing out. And just settle your space and your mental health into a place of just being with your breath and without any judgment. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then take one more round of breath here into your whole body. And then exhale, releasing and letting go. And then as you're ready, if you're not already seated, turn to one side, sealing in your practice. And then gently press yourself on up to a comfortable seated position. Bringing